everybody, Pastor JJ here. I heard a quote the other day that I wanted to share with you. Actually, I think I'll do a bunch of these videos with these quotes because there's so much good stuff out there that I've been listening to recently. But there was one recently that said, it's from a very famous preacher named Spurgeon, Charles Spurgeon. And he said, "I have learned to kiss the waves that throw me up against the rock of ages." And the imagery is kind of like you're on the ocean, right? And the waves are throwing you up against a cliff or a rock that you cling to for survival. And the rock is what keeps you from drowning. The rock is a good thing. And the waves are throwing you up. And he says, "I have learned to kiss the waves that throw me up against the rock of salvation, or the rock of ages." There's a fella, his name is Paul. He goes by Sketchy Sermons on Instagram. I'll drop a link in the video notes. He does these great stickers. He makes cartoon pictures of some of these famous quotes, and he has this great sticker. It's such a good picture. He's a very talented artist. I love his stuff. I'll drop that link, but it's a picture of Spurgeon, Charles Spurgeon, getting thrown up on a rock, and he's clinging to the rock in the waves. And basically the idea of that quote is that God is our refuge. God is there for us when things are hard, when we are in times of adversity and we feel like we're just getting tossed around by the ocean. But God is there for us. And it's when we face hardship, we have a choice. We can run to God, or we can run from God. We can run away from Him and blame Him and say, "God, I can't believe bad things are happening to me. How dare you?" Or we can run to Him and find safety and security in the shelter of His arms, because God is there for you when you are struggling. And so Spurgeon very famously struggled with depression and mental health problems. And so he went through these periods where he was on these really low periods. And he said, "You know what? I have learned to kiss the waves. The things that are hard, that are pushing me down, I have learned to kiss the waves because they have pushed me closer to God. They have helped me lean on God's arms better." It's the same message as that kids movie. Do you remember Inside Out? Right? It is that Pixar movie with all the different emotions, and it was all about joy and sadness, and about how sadness can actually lead to some of the most incredible moments of joy. And it's a really profound kind of a movie, and the little message there. But this is what Spurgeon was getting at. He says, "I have learned to kiss the waves. I have learned to appreciate the struggles and the trials that have thrown me up against the rock of ages, the solid ground that will always be there for me." Because that's what God is. And so I just wanted to sort of start your week with that reminder that God is there for you, and the things that push you down, if they push you closer to God, we can almost be grateful for them and appreciate them. Not usually in the moment. It's awful. Sadness is no fun. But then sadness that leads to joy can be a really, really beautiful thing. And I hope that gets you through your week. God is there for you. And there are things in life that are terrible, but they push us closer to God. So for at least that much, we can be grateful. You guys have a good week. Bye.